Yo, what's up, guys? Today we have the Pendulum Domination structure deck. As many of you know, this has been a highly anticipated structure deck to come out in TCG, as DDDs, Different Dimension Demons, have been a deck in the OCG for a year now, if not more. Can't really count that time. But this has been something that I personally have been long awaiting to see some of these cards come out in the TCG and actually get to play with them. Alright, let's check out the free playmat that we get with this. Oh, wow, that is very nice to get that extra. Oh, and you have Siegfried here. You have... I don't know who the one in the center is supposed to be. Is that Ragnarok, or is that this guy right here, I think? Yeah, it's this guy, King Apocalypse. And Beowulf on the left, and of course you have the new pendulum scales on the right and on the far left. Alright, so pretty cool. Now, let's get into what you're getting for buying this structure deck. Obviously, if you want to play this deck, you're gonna have to get 3. It's kind of a necessity. There we go, finally got it. Another necessity is that there are some older cards that have already come out in the TCG, such as Oracle King Dark, and he's kind of really needed for this deck. Alright, so let's take a look at DDD King, or Chaos King Apocalypse. This is a great looking card right here. This is a new level 7 Pendulum Scale 4 DDD Fiend. They're all Fiends, in case you didn't know. DDD Dragon Bane King Beowulf. This is probably my favorite card. It is a heavy storm during the standby phase. It is something that basically just wrecks your opponent, 3,000 attack, inflict piercing battle damage. This is a monster of a card. DD Orthos, this is new low level pendulum scale. It kind of goes with Cerberus, kind of doesn't in a few ways. DD Lamia, this is probably the most important card right here that's coming out. Just because it makes it way easier to make a bunch of Siegfried. Let's see. Obviously, DDD Curse King Siegfried, by far the card that put this deck back into play. DD Savant Newton and DD Savant Copernicus. These two, I would say, have more utility as their monster effects, seeing as how this is a Foolish Burial, and what would be a comparable card? Well, this just lets you go 1 for 1 and get something from your grave back. DDD Doom King Armageddon. I've seen this as one of, mainly a trump card. Really strong though. DD Cerberus. Like I said, these two match up. So if you were trying to make a rank 4 toolbox with DDDs, I don't know how well that would really work out. I don't think it would be very good compared to how strong this deck can be, but you could pull it off with these two. DD Lilith and DD Nighthowl. These two are probably two of the oldest DDs that have been around since like Galil, Kepler, Ragnarok, all of these guys, and they just never came out in the TCG. Let's see, Galil and Kepler, Ragnarok. You can obviously get these 3 out of some of the mega packs and one of the older sets, Dimension of Chaos. Supreme King Kaiser. This is an older DDD. Proud Ogre. All of these cards. It just took them so long to make it here in TCG, but finally, I'd say this is quite the set for a structure deck. To be getting all of these DDDs in this structure deck is pretty amazing. Alright, so cards that are not DDDs, but work with them. Dark Arm Dragon. Another reprint, but still pretty nice. Dark Grepher, this is actually a pretty great card. Armageddon Knight, pretty good card as well. Trance Arcfiend, pretty decent. Curry Bandit, I could see using, I'd say probably the best utility card that's in these extras right now is Dark Grepher, and I would say that just because you want to set up your graveyard with DVDs. It really helps to set it up with DVDs. Sigian. This is a new Dark Contract spell card. It lets you grab one of your scales from your grave or your extra deck, put it in your Pendulum Zone. This is probably maybe like a one of, I could say. Dark Contract with the Gate, really good old card. Dark Contract with Swamp King, good card. Forbidden Dark Contract with the Swamp King. This was released in either the last set or one of the last two sets, and it's pretty good, but I'd say just like this card, it's mainly just like a one of. Let's put that there. Foolish Burial, 1 for 1, super important. Allure of Darkness, super important. DD Reroll, also a really good card. This is probably one of the better trap cards you can get out of this now. Dark Contract with the Witch. This is also probably one of your better trap cards, two of, I would say. Dark Contract with Errors. Your basically just on and off. Turn it on whenever you need to stop a trap. Sinister, your Shiro. Escape from the Dark Dimension, also another good card. And Hope for Escape. I wouldn't really want to use this card very much. I don't think that would be very smart. DDD Wave King Cesar, another old DDD monster that had already come out in the TCG. So what we're looking at that you would need this structure deck for is you need to get these guys and these guys out of this structure deck right here, as well as these guys. And right there. Actually, right there. So the only things you can really get from previous sets would be these 5 and Wave King, as well as the traps. This would be from this set though, as well as this, and you can get these all from previous sets right here. I would say this is probably my favorite structure deck that I've ever seen. This is by far one of the most just well done and most inclusive structure decks. You have a lot of really good cards, and then you have a lot of really good support that they put out with it. That's this is definitely something to check out. If you are wanting to play a really strong deck, DDDs are definitely the deck for you. It's just really nice because when you put your boss monster on the field, it looks like a boss monster. It is a boss monster. That's probably my favorite thing about this deck. So, if you guys liked this video, make sure to hit the button down below, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content, and check out the links in the description below. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.